So Seduka is an application that is built to solve issues in the haircare industry. What do we mean by that? We mean that we enable a startup or just individuals that are interested in the haircare industry to actually market or meet their customers, vice versa, even a hairdresser or actually me as a customer to sign up on the app and start a business or do my hair. So that's simply it. Anything related to hair, whether barbershop or hair salon. As Seduka, we went on a research to try to find out what issues, okay, that are found in the haircare industry, right? So one of them we are talking about location. Let's say I moved to a new town and I just want to find, I'm in Stockholm and I want to do my hair or just a haircut, right? So that it might take you a day or two or maybe hours just to find a salon, not just any kind, also according to your preferences. So let's say the hairstyle that you want is not found in a salon next to you. So you can go on the application. Let's say that could be a problem, right? So another problem is sitting in a long line just to get a haircut or to get a hairstyle done, while you could just maybe go on the app and then you book an appointment, right? So another one is pricing transparency. Okay, let's say you go on Facebook and you are looking for a salon that can do whatever, maybe a haircut at a cheaper price, right? So let's say, and then you go on Facebook and then they say, oh, it's 150. Then afterwards they tell you actually that, oh no, the price that you saw there is out of date, right? So you don't want to do something like that. What are the solutions now that Seduka is actually offering, right? So number one is price. It gives the customers, or let's say the customer and the service provider to actually discuss, okay, or maybe negotiate on the price. And then number two, we have a scheduling feature whereby you can book an appointment. So let's say you don't need to sit in the queue just to get a haircut. Okay, so here is we found it on statistics.com, right? So this is displaying the haircare market in Namibia. So according to statistics.com, it shows that the compound annual growth rate has increased in the hair industry to 11.30% as from 2024 to 2029, meaning that the haircare market actually is on a rise, meaning that there's no way you can make a loss in the haircare industry with such amount of percentage.
My name is Aron Indongo. I'm a co-founder of AR Agricultural Series. I am a member and of the Committee of Namibia National Men Conference as a software developer. I'm a co-founder of SlideTalk Investment CC, as well as the SlideTalk app, and also I'm a co-founder of Seduka App. So here is our target market. So our target market, we are targeting everyone from the age of 16 to 40 who is talented in hair industry and who want also to make money or to get $1 every day or every hour when he's deliver a good service, and also for the client that they want to look beauty, to look cute, special men. Yeah. Our next slide is about how we can get the client on the platform, the custom on the platform, and also the hair service provider on the custom, or on the platform, I mean. So basically what we do a cold visiting campaign whereby we visit hair service provider to their place, like their salon or to their barbershop, and engage with them about the platform, how they can sign up on the platform, how they can use the platform, and how they can enable their service on the platform. And those are some of the tools that we use to get the customer. Our platform is give the freedom to our user to make an engagement with their client and with also their hair service provider, like on time, and also to decide where they can get their hair to be done properly. Our early adopter is that we start talking with our family member, with our friend, with our neighbor to sign up and to join the app. And that's so far the custom that we have on the platform and the service provider we have on the platform and the booking that we have on the platform. We can move on. Okay, our team member, we are 5. Number 1 is our COO, Mr. Elidio. He's a software developer. He's good in strategic. Number 2 is our chief financial officer, Ms. Aron. He's a marketer. He's also a business manager. Number 3, it is me. I'm a chief technician officer. Number 4 is our strong woman, Ms. Johanna. And the number 5 is our also graphic designer, Ms. Imogen Petros. Today, we are here for financial fund assistance for the infrastructure of iOS and also for the marketing.
I have one question, the sustainability of this business model. So one, how does Seduka make money? So yeah, I think if you answer that question, then I'll have a follow-up question. But if ultimately the app is going to increase, let's say if you're going to get commission. So for example, if I'm a barber and I need a customer, if I charge $70 right now without Seduka, I'm still going to charge $70. So how do you make money? And if you are adding your, for the client for using the platform, if you are going to add your fee on top of my $70, is it sustainable? And then secondly, in terms of scaling, because this is a business idea that is very easily, I can replicate it. You can get competitors quickly on your back. So what is your plan to actually scale as fast as you can so that you keep competitors out?
So I just wanted to understand the cost component that you mentioned regarding the iOS infrastructure.
How do we make money, right? So let's say we're going to refer to one service provider, maybe a barber, right? And then let's say that he had 10 customers in that day. Okay, so one, I don't know how much is a haircut, maybe $50, I don't know, 70, okay? So if it's $70, we are gonna take off 12.5% of whatever that is. So we multiply, let me say it's 10 people, 10 customers per day. So 12% multiplied by that, however that amount was. That's how we make our money.
Times 70 that you get, and then we put our percentage is 12.5. And then what is left, that's what you have, and we get what we minus after the percentage that we deduct. Okay, for the scaling, we keep on engaging and analyzing our market, how it's going. Because we can't really fix into the point of like, we can still charging 12.5. But according to the market is going to feed us, that's why we are also going to scaling for our business. And again I think it was about infrastructure. Okay, for the infrastructure, so far our app is running on the Android operating system. And then we have a few issues about launching and publishing the app on iOS. That's why we are looking for the financial assistance fund for that, to have it in a MacBook, and also to be able to pay the domain, and then even the iOS account itself.
I just wanted to find out if, let's say, the 10 clients that came to, that I gave service to, paid cash, how do you guys get the money?
For me, maybe my contribution, similar question around sort of cash payments versus you getting paid and then paying the vendor. So I think a lot of your work will be on registering many vendors, right? So to try and get them in different localities, different regions. But I think in your first slide, you spoke about being all about hair care or hair products. And I'd love to see you incorporate sort of, and I know ladies like long hair that they buy, right? Nita. So considering actually selling hair products and, you know, working with existing stores in country, but then you would be able to purchase it from the app as well. And you can still have your 12% commission or whatever. And not only just connecting users with barbers or salons, but when you talk about hair care, considering that component of the gels, the etc., etc., etc. So I think that's my contribution. But similar to our colleague here, I'd love to have a chat and see how we can add a bit more value.
The very ironic thing is I actually thought about this last year already. But maybe a contribution to you guys that I want you guys to think about is how do you ensure, number one, sustainability and for the customer to make use of your platform again? So maybe you should look into how do you implement controls to ensure that when the customer goes to the barber, right, if he pays me 70 bucks and I get his number, then the next time he doesn't necessarily need to go through the app. So I win, I still make my 70 bucks, and that's it. So I'm not going to give away my 12.5% if I can contact the customer directly to come.
Thank you very much. I think I actually love the idea, and I see you've also have a bit of traction already, which is also great. But perhaps just to, I guess, contribute to what everyone else has said, perhaps a different revenue model you can look at instead of obviously asking the customer to pay, which is basically the person gets a haircut. Perhaps you can ask the service provider to pay a certain fee to be on the platform every month. So that kind of reduces the risk of them basically cannibalizing your client, or in other words, basically stealing your client. And they're paying a small fee every month because they know they'll get clients just being on their platform. So perhaps just a different way of looking at things.
Sorry, we are also excited about this app. So I was just going to say, I'm not going to ask a question. I was just going to add to everyone's points as well that I think you need to really be very clear in your value proposition. Personally, I don't think your competitors would be somebody coming and replicating that. It is possible. I'm not saying that's not possible, but I think your direct competitors are just your traditional social media. So I think you need to be very on that value proposition. And then, I think that will help you go a long way. Obviously, it will help you redefine how do you want to move forward, But I think your greatest competitor, in my view, is actually the social media platforms because they work. I mean, we all use them, they work. But we need to kind of hone into that value proposition you want to offer. Otherwise, it will be so hard to win them over from an Instagram or a Facebook over to your app. Because if you don't have that base, then you don't have revenue.
Once you do an appointment, after some time, you're not allowed to cancel the appointment. So to be taken as you have already done the service. So it means that it's already showing that you owe us how much, and we can trace you back because we have your location, your ID, and stuff like that. So you can't go anywhere. Yeah. So I get the point that everyone was talking about. How do we get to know that they will come back? So most of them, let's say. So we have a feature like the scheduling feature. Let's say that you have so many customers. If you are busy every day, then you obviously want to say, can you schedule? And then, you go on the app and then you see what time you can come in instead of just sitting down. So that's one of the feature that can really say, okay, let me go on the application. Let's say for a salon that is busy every time, they'll encourage their customers to go on the app and see when is the time for you to come in, then you can come in, right? Yeah. So I don't know about also, this one also helps with those, let's say those ladies that sit in Town Square, right? If you want to know that your hair is not right, pass by Town Square, right? They'll tell you that, sister, can I do your hair and stuff like that. So let's say that our application will help people like that. You don't need to be in the street. It's not that Instagram is not there, Facebook is not there for them to advertise. But when you're on the app and you showcase, actually because we have a display of the hairstyles. Let's say the hairstyles that you can do, the haircut that you can do. So when you go there and then you see the variety, you can go and choose. They're all in one place. You don't need to know their name because most of the time you need to know the name of the salon and stuff like that. We are in one place and we are offering these services so everybody else can come up and, you go through and say, okay, at least this one can do it better. And then you can also what do you call that? Like you give them rating them and then reviews to say, okay, this is actually your work, you did good and stuff like that. So those are some of the features that will make people to come on the application and actually use it.